Statistically speaking, either you watching this video or me will die of heart-related issues, most likely a heart attack. Why is that? What is happening? And how can you clear out your arteries? I will reveal everything I know about this topic in this video, so stay tuned.
The content presented here is all fake news.
Heart disease will kill us. Heart attacks are still the #1 leading cause in the Western world. Heart-related issues like atherosclerosis, sudden cardiac death are just one of the main things killing us. For men, it's even worse than for women. And the culprit for all of this, I will not talk about this because we all know it. It's smoking. That was one of the biggest things ever. And the second one is nutrition. The nutrition is fucking us up, both directly because some parts of the nutrition of the things we are eating just are making us sick. For funsies, I bought some baby food here. I will not reveal the brand, and I used this as an example already in another video because I will not use this. I will throw it in the trash. I cannot say anything against the brand because then they sue me, but in stuff like this is maltodextrin. Maltodextrin is pure massive sugar, which causes insulin resistance. And this is the first thing that makes us sick. Insulin resistance, and all the insulin related things are causing diabetes and they're causing direct obesity. And both of these things cause heart problems and heart attacks. So you need to get rid of this kind of food. You need to get rid of the sugars of the processed foods to not get sick. And then we also have, and it's the second big thing I want to talk about nutrition before I shut up and tell you how to clear your arteries. It's the seed oils, it's the palm oil, it's the sunflower, it's the safflower oil. These oils are directly inflammatory to your heart. They cause inflammation. Huge amounts of omega-6, deeply, highly, dirtily processed foods, which inflame our arteries and inflame our heart and make us sick. You need to cut these out. Cut out sugar, cut out processed food. I know you already know this, but this is #1 reason. This is no bueno. You should never consume these foods if you don't want to die of a heart-related issue. So now let's get to the interesting part, the part that not everybody talks about, because I'm sure you already heard about the first one. Let me tell you a little bit of a backstory so you really understand this issue. In 1950, a Japanese researcher discovered something very interesting. He found a huge significant relationship between the water that a community was consuming and heart-related issues. If people were consuming more soft water, then there were a lot less heart issues in this community. What does this tell you? Not much already. But then over the last 50 years, there were a dozen of studies that always prove, including meta-analysis, that always prove people that have more magnesium die less of heart-related issues. And this goes for all heart-related issues. This goes for sudden cardiac death because magnesium keeps your heart rhythm stable. You want this. This also goes for atherosclerosis. So magnesium keeps your arteries more flexible and magnesium stops cholesterol from depositing in your arteries. So long story short, we know for sure that magnesium prevents heart-related issues, also atherosclerosis, and keeps your arteries clean. Why does nobody patent and sell this? Because magnesium should be abundant in fruits and vegetables, in grains, in everything we are eating in nature. So it's not patentable. So pharma industry cannot make money out of it. But magnesium, if you're thinking about your heart, please do me the favor and get magnesium. And do not get magnesium oxide from the supermarket for $2. This does not work. Get any kind of magnesium citrate. I have magnesium citrate here. If you're not watching this in Germany, then you cannot get this brand yet. I'm trying to get this brand to the US. We are producing it in Germany. It's empty already. It's a magnesium citrate. Citrate is a great form because it's rapidly absorbable. So you need to supplement magnesium. Do me this favor. Talk about the doctor with it first. Of course, I cannot give you recommendations. This is just what I would be doing. The next one, how we stop this problem from happening, is, as I said, keeping the omega-6 levels extremely low. I gave you the example with the sunflower seed oils, with the seed oils in general, which have high amounts of omega-6 in general. All types of omega-6 rich foods should be avoided if you don't want to get a heart attack. And I'm also talking about things like nuts, like peanuts, like fried foods, like fried fries, like chips. Everything that contains the types of fats that you think are bad, I would completely avoid because they will clog your arteries. And the more you're eating, the more you're clogging. That's just how our physiology works. Then I would be eating a low inflammatory diet, and I would be reducing the inflammation, because the lower your inflammation levels, if you get a CRP, a C-reactory protein, which is like the best indicator we have for inflammation in the body, if you get this very low, then slowly your body is able to degrade the atheromas, the plaques, the lipomas in your arteries. And I would be doing this by consuming more wild blueberries, for example. That's pretty much the best food to get the oxidation high, the antioxidation, and the radicals and the inflammation very low. So wild blueberries. I would be using sulfur-rich foods. Onions are a great one. And I would be using garlic. The allicin directly keeps the arteries fresh. Garlic is amazing for the arteries and cleaning it. And then the third one that is on the preventative side, afterwards we will talk about foods that directly dissolve the atheromas. The third one that is extremely beneficial to keep the arteries clean is vitamin C rich foods. You will think of lemons, and yes, you can make yourself in the morning every day a drink with water, hopefully not tap water but real water, with water and adding some key lime or lemon into this. This already gives you a great vitamin C boost. This also helps you acidify your stomach, which in turn makes you more alkaline, which in turn helps you digest foods better, and in turn helps your liver process the foods better by a bile production. It's a great hack that I recommend everybody. And if you're having hard things, then add to this drink, please, cayenne pepper, because cayenne pepper directly helps you dilate your blood vessels and helps your body regulate the dilation. And by having bigger blood vessels, there is less atheroma formation, and your blood can be transported more easily wherever it needs to go. So the cayenne pepper in the morning, it's a great thing for heart-related issues. Just a little side hack on the note. So we were talking about the vitamin C rich foods. You know that, for example, kiwi is extremely rich in it, but there's also a lot of different fruits and vegetables like acerola, like any kind of berry. Try to incorporate this. This is not just some random nutrition, I don't know, what are these websites called here, BuzzFeed or something, facts. This is actually the truth. Increase your vitamin C levels. Otto from Warburg got a Nobel Prize in 1929 for vitamin C's relation to diseases. Also, it's just important, trust me on this. And now the things that directly clear up the arteries. So first, we have the vitamin D plus K2. If you take vitamin D in high doses without vitamin K, you will clog your arteries more, so be very careful. You have to take the vitamin D together with the vitamin K2. The vitamin K2 directly is related to the clotting in your body and to the thrombin formation in your body. So vitamin K2 extremely important together with vitamin D to keep inflammation low, to keep the arteries clean. That's the first one that directly clears out the arteries. The second one is something called netto. It's also as a supplemental form available. It's called netto kinase. It was very popular in the spike protein times. You know what I'm talking about with the masks and stuff. And what the netto and the netto kinase do, it's a proteolytic enzyme that breaks down blood clots. Yes, it sounds crazy, but that's what it does. There are studies showing it breaks down the atheroma. So netto kinase is something that I would definitely be taking. I cannot make dosage recommendations. Please check out my masterclass if you want to do a detox and gut reset and also get the dosages that work for vitamin D, K2, and netto kinase. I have everything available there, and you will reset your body in 10 days. Check out the link below, detox-masterclass.com. We already have over thousands of people there that cured their bodies and that are living a new life, which I'm really proud of and also happy. And then we have a meal, and I learned this from Dr. Eric Berg. Shout out to Dr. Eric Berg. He's also a great source of information, and I really learned a lot from him, just like Barbara O'Neill and Dr. Sebi. So what he always likes to do is an arugula salad together with wild-caught salmon, together with Parmigiano Reggiano, together with pomegranate, and together with parsley and coriander. And you can add some olive oil, real olive oil. This meal is kind of, eat this once a week, eat this once or twice a week. This is a directly artery cleaning meal. I could break you down all the different particles of the meal and the foods. I will just give you the main gists Omega-3s from the wild salmon. I told you earlier, omega-6 make our arteries stiff and destroy them. Omega-3 make them loose and break down the plaques, so that's the wild salmon. Then we have the bitter extracts from the arugula. Bitter extracts from plants are extremely beneficial to clear the liver, and the liver helps us break down the atheromas and process the LDL, the bad fats. Then we have the apple cider vinegar, which works very similar to the lemon, helping down, acidify the stomach, break down the food. And then we have the Parmigiano Reggiano, which has beneficial bacteria, and these probiotic bacteria from the Parmigiano Reggiano have been shown to be positive effect for the atheromas, for the atherosclerosis, to clear out the arteries. And now in the end, you get my one-time favorite thing to clear out the arteries. Everybody that has been watching till the end, this is what you have to be remembering and keeping a note, because not many people talk about this, because this will put a serious dent into the pharmaceutical billion-dollar industry. It's lipase. Lipase is an enzyme that directly dissolves plaques as well. Lipase, it already says the name, lipase. It's an enzyme that breaks down fats, and if you get this lipase inside your bloodstream, then the lipase can break down the atheromas. So how do you increase the lipase? There are some kind of people that sell sketchy lipase supplements. I would not buy them. You can do what you want, but I would not buy them. They are usually not controlled. They don't work. But there's foods that directly increase the lipase. And the number one food is the avocado. Avocado directly increases lipase in your bloodstream and helps you break down fats. So avocado is probably the first one I would tell you that is the greatest food to break down atherosclerosis that they will never reveal to you. Then we have the pineapple. The pineapple, you know it because it dissolves your tongue because of the bromelain. Bromelain is another proteolytic enzyme, and it also increases the lipase production from the gastric juices in your belly, and it also helps you break down the atheroma. So pineapple is the number 2 main food. And if you're eating these 2 foods regularly, then in my experience, this will be highly beneficial to clear out your arteries. This is the wrap up. I don't want to hold you much any longer. I told you why we are getting these heart-related issues, that we are all dying of these heart-related issues, and how you can prevent them massively and even clear out your arteries directly. In my experience, that was what I would be doing. It's no medical information. It's just my information and my thoughts on all of this topic. I hope it helped you. If it helped you and you're watching till here, then please think about subscribing to the channel. It really helps me grow and heal the world. Thank you very much for your attention. Fabian out.